Welcome to round 3 right here on the Grit and Grind. Daryl, it is a great week because some teams have gone home. Yep. Some teams have moved to round 3. But what we got on today's show, Daryl?
Shawn, we got player interviews.
Yes.
We got the rewind.
Yes, we do.
We got the big time game last week. We was at Louisburg.
Very big time game.
And
also, we got the primetime game and a marquee game. And guess what, Daryl?
What's that?
Somebody has to take a 6.5-hour bus ride for a playoff game this week. I'm throwing the flag already. Grit and Grind, round 3. Let's go.
Here we go.
Welcome back to the Grit and Grind, Daryl. We got a good round 3 ahead of us. I cannot wait because round 3, you're getting closer.
Yeah, that's it. Last week you was in round 2.
Right.
A lot of teams was first time playing in playoffs going last week in their second round, but you're getting closer.
When you get to round 3, you're knocking on the door. You only maybe 2 weeks if you're in 8A, and 3 weeks if you're in 7 through 1A away from doing what you started off when you talked about it during summer OTAs, playing for a North Carolina high school state championship.
That's it. But before we can talk about round 3, we got to go back
to round 2 because we had some good games, Daryl. And the first one I want to talk about is, guess who? My favorite Cougar, Southwest Edgecombe. I got the Southwest Edgecombe color today. I got to give a shout out to all of the good people down there in that Pine Tops area, the Gorham family, everybody I know down there. You know, I caught a little slack. I caught some slack.
I just want to, before you do all that, who did you pick?
Well, we pick we, not who. See, who is one? We is plural. That's English 101 right here, brought to you by Nash Community College right here. That is plural, and we both picked Bunn to win this game.
Yes, we did.
But Southwest Edgecombe went in and took care of business to all my good friends, the Gorham family, the Gibbons family down there, all of them that I know. Congratulations on the good win. I knew I should not pick against my Cougar, but my favorite Cougar went into this game Friday night at Bunn in the bright lights of Bunn, and I got caught in that Bunn traffic. Big game for Bunn.
Big time game for Bunn.
Big game. Got caught in the traffic, but Southwest was able to go in, win a good game, 29-24. Hostile place to play in.
Definitely.
Bunn, hard place to play in. They were able to do it. And if you Southwest Edgecombe, not only did you show grit and grind on both sides of the ball, you played good defensive stops, clutch plays when you need to make those clutch plays, because they played behind a lot, but they were able to get going. They were able to get into the grain, take the momentum out of Bunn, and guess what, Daryl? If you the Cougars, you weathered the storm, and you walked out a winner 29-24.
Hey, that's all you want to do if you're Southwest is win and go to the next round. And that's what you was able to do. But if you look at the Bunn team, a great season for Bunn. Won the conference champion title, won that, reestablished that Bunn type of football. And that's what you want to do. It was definitely back and forth. And Bunn could have came out with a win, but Southwest was able to edge out and come out with a win, but Bunn had a great season this year. And so shout out to the Bunn staff, coaching staff, and everything out that way.
And if you Bunn, you got something to build on next season now. Because you can say, guys, we got to the second round. We won the conference. We had a bye. We're good. If you're Southwest, you live to play another week.
That's
what it's all about. Well, Daryl, we had the Grit and Grind.
Prime time.
Game of the week last week, it was Louisburg hosting Coach Cook and his Jags out of Farmville Central. Hey, Coach Cook, thank you for the helmet donation from Farmville Central. And to the people of Farmville, we truly appreciate Farmville Central for partnering with the Grit and Grind High School Podcast. But Daryl, a great game. We was there, 58-27. We got highlights. We got everything because we cannot wait to tell you about this good primetime game.
And as you see, Louisburg is coming out ready to play this game. It was a big-time game, second round of the playoffs.
Right.
And Farmville Central started off quick.
They did.
Got it to number 2 for Farmville Central. He was able to run in for a touchdown. And that pretty much set the tone for this game. Louisburg wasn't fully healthy coming into this game, but they hung in there. Right there, you see them going in for a touchdown right there.
Big Louisburg run.
Big time run for them. And that's McKnight. If you're Louisburg, this is a game that you wish you was healthy enough to play your full game. But if you're Farmville Central, you did what you came to do, and that was to take care of business and come out with a win to go to that next round.
Well, Gerald, if you're Farmville Central, you know we talked about this team, and I was very impressed. Louisburg played a great game too. But Farmville Central, you know, I always talk about Warren County and that tempo Warren County likes to run. If you think that Warren County tempo was fast, you ain't seen nothing with Coach Cook at Farmville Central. It is high pace, hurry up offense, get down the field, let's keep moving, keep the clock going, keep the chains moving. And that's what Farmville Central was able to do. And they were able to catch that Louisburg defense sometimes where you needed a breather or, you know, we need a quick timeout, get things adjusted. They were just able to keep them off their toes. And that's why Farmville Central was able to come out a winner on this game there. But if you're Louisburg,
had
a great season.
A great season coming out. Coach Lashner had those guys playing some good football. You got Coach Perry down there. Shout out to Coach Perry. He said he watched the show since back in 2021.
Shout out to Coach
so
Perry.
Coach Perry's been watching the show from the beginning. And they just have a good program down there at Louisburg, and they're going to be right back in the mix next year.
Well, Louisburg is one of those teams that's always in playoff talk, playoff mix, and you just ran against a hot Farmville Central team and a type of offense that, guess what, you pretty much may not have seen because nobody runs a fast-paced offense like that in this side of the area of the ENC. So if you're Louisburg, Coach Lashner, they got a lot to build on next season. One of those teams that when it's playoff time next year, we'll be talking about it again.
Right back
and
in
Daryl,
the mix.
we had a great time hanging out. Not Louisburg, let's call it what we know what to call it, Daryl. In the Bird.
In the Bird.
Had a good time hanging out in the Bird. Daryl, before we can talk about this game anymore, let's go hear from our good friend, Coach Cook, head coach of Farmville Central, what it took for him to get his Jags a very impressive win in the Bird. Welcome back to the Grit and Grind Friday night primetime game of the week. With us, we have Coach Cook, head coach of the Farmville Central Jags. Coach Cook, congratulations on a hard-fought win tonight on the road to Louisburg. Coach, moving on to round 3, but just this week, what was the mental preparation to get you guys ready to come in to Louisburg, a tough place to play, and get a hard-fought win for your Jags?
Oh, mainly I always tell our guys about making sure that we're fundamentally sound in everything we do, stay disciplined, take care of the football, which we did for the majority of the game except for one bad snap, and then again just take care of our responsibilities defensively, which we didn't start out doing well. Just gave up the 2 long runs for 13 points, but once we settled down there, you know, we kept them shut out for the better part of the game. So.
And Coach, on that defense side of the ball, what was your mindset this week planning for this game? Because Louisburg had 2 good running backs to slow that running game down.
Well, we knew we had to stop 6. We thought we'd be a quarterback, but I know the injury probably prevented that. But we knew we had to stop the run first. We had to be sound up front. Like I said, we didn't do in the beginning, giving up the 2 big runs. But we were better than we were last week. You know, last week gave up 4 runs over 50 yards. But we have to still tighten that down, be more gap sound in what we're doing, and making sure we, again, are more disciplined and being in our alignment and being where we're supposed to be once the ball snaps.
Well, Coach, the road in the playoffs is pretty much you got to win to keep your season alive. Farmville was able to do that night. What's the preparation this week, getting ready for round 3 for Farmville?
Again, just make sure we stay healthy. Make sure that we focus on doing little things right. At this point, what I basically told the guys coming into this week, at this point in the season, you know, the playoff wins is all about the team that makes the least amount of mistakes. And the team that makes sure they take care of the football, and teams that make sure that they are fundamentally sound in blocking and tackling. And that was us for the night, but we still got a lot we can clean up and get better at going into Martin County next week.
Coach, congratulations once again. We'll be checking out the Farmville Jags throughout the playoffs and back to the studio. Well, Daryl, you just heard from Coach Cook. What you want to do, he just summed it up. You're playing your best football at the right time.
And be healthy.
That's
the biggest thing right now.
That's playoffs all the way. If you're healthy and you're playing good football, you can give yourself a chance to go in on the road like Farmville Central do to get a good win against Louisburg.
And that's it.
But Daryl, not only did we hear from Coach Cooper, we did hear from the Grit and Grind Friday night players of the game. Let's go hear what both of these young men had to say as they get prepared for next week with the Farmville Central Jazz in this week of practice. Welcome back to the Grit and Grind. It's time to meet tonight's Grit and Grind Friday night primetime players of the game. Who do we have right here as our grind player?
Benjamin Gardner.
And who do we have as our grit player tonight?
Cameron Hall.
The quarterback. the general of the offense. I'm always talking about offense because that's what I played.
Yes, sir.
You were able to come through tonight, get your team a hard-fought win over in Louisburg. How were you able just to keep that offense going and keep those chains moving throughout the night?
Everybody played a big part. The O-line blocked their tail off all night, gave up no sacks. And freshman running back averaged 9 yards a carry, so it wasn't me. It was the rest of the team.
And Cam, you're the grit player of the game, and that is that defensive player that made the big-time stops and stuff. What was y'all mindset coming into this game on the defensive side of the ball?
Hey, we just knew if we all did our jobs and leaned on each other, we knew we could get the job done. We knew what we had to do to come here and win, and we just made it happen.
Congratulations once again from the Grit and Grind High School Football Podcast for being tonight's Grit and Grind Friday night primetime players of the game. We'll be watching Farmville next week as y'all move on to round 3 and continue your season in the playoffs. Now back to the studio. Well, Daryl.
Yeah.
BJ and Cam.
Yeah.
Both played a very big factor in this game and helping Farmville Central win.
Yeah, and especially started on that offensive side of the ball with BJ at quarterback.
Yes.
I mean, he kept that offense going. Because, again, Louisburg jumped out early on this.
They did. They went back and forth. It was like a basketball sport game.
Yeah, it was back and forth.
Even the PA now said it's like a basketball game.
Yeah. And so those two guys definitely helped Farmville Central get this win. And, again, just like Coach said, you want to be healthy at this time of the year, cut down on the penalties, and that was something they was able to do in this game. And now they got a big challenge in the 3rd round coming up.
They do. Got a big game this week that we'll be making a pick on, but Farmville Central right now is playing good football at the right time. And it goes back to one of my old coaches I always say, we want to play good football at the right time because that continues our season in the playoffs. But, Daryl, not only in the playoffs do you play good football at the right time, but sometimes, Daryl, guess what?
What's that?
You may find some student athlete that steps up in the game.
Yep.
You know, and what we always say, Coach Hopkins always say, I need that person who I'm not expecting to step up to be the playmaker tonight.
Right.
And that's what we were able to find with this Warren County game with our playoff player spotlight. Mr. Cameron Giddings out of Warren County had a great game for the Warren County Eagles in round 2, Daryl.
Yep.
He was able to go in on offense and catch a big pass, but then he just stepped on defense, Daryl.
He stepped up on defense, and then this footage that we're showing right here, he was able to make a big-time play for them, get an interception, and run the ball back for 80 yards for a touchdown. That pretty much set Warren County up to win this game, got them motivated, got them pretty much ready to go to that next round.
Well, they did, Daryl, because, you know, Warren County was playing a Rosewood team, and Rosewood was one of those teams always around the playoffs, have deep runs. They would come to your house. You could have had a letdown, but Cameron Giddings from Warren County, sophomore, wide receiver free safety, was able to do a lot in that game to help his Eagles continue their season as Coach VJ and his Eagles continue on to round 3. Daryl, we're getting ready to hop into a quick commercial break, Grit and Grind fans, and then we'll be back this week to find out who was this week's Grit and Grind Road Warriors of the Week. You're watching the Grit and Grind on Studio 67.
You're watching the Grit and Grind on Studio 67.
Discover your purpose in science. Determined to help others heal. Ignite your purpose through culinary creativity. Fuel your purpose in technology and innovation. Your purpose starts here at Nash. Visit nashcc.edu.
Welcome back to the Grit and Grind, and this is my favorite time of the segment throughout the playoff season. It's time to figure out and find out who was this week's Grit and Grind Road Warriors of the Week. So, Daryl, who was your Road Warriors of the Week?
Well, Shawn, my Road Warrior team of the week.
I got a feeling.
You got a feeling?
I got a feeling.
I'm going to go and say it. Roseville Rams.
There we go. They on the street.
They on the street. They went into Apex Friendship, got a win, 14-7, won in overtime.
Yes.
And again, it goes back to what Coach Cook said. You just want to win and survive in the next round.
That's what it's all about right now.
That's what it's all about at this point. It's not about style.
No.
As far as how many points you won by.
Ain't about style and profiling.
No,
Ric Flair.
That's it. At this point in time of the season, you just want to win.
That's right.
And go to the next round. And Roseville was able to do that. They got some things they know they need to work on because they got a big-time challenge coming up this week in the third round.
They got harder.
So again, my road team warrior is going to be the Roseville Rams. And Shawn, I think you got a couple of them.
I do. I always get in this segment. It's just hard for me to narrow it down to one. So I'm going to go with the team that was the grit and grind primetime Friday night game, Farmville Central. They were able to come into the Bird and get a win against a good Louisburg team.
Big time.
They controlled the game, Daryl. Yep. They controlled the clock the most 34th quarter. And they kept Louisburg guessing about what they were going to do. We talked about that fast tempo, hurry-up offense they run. It just kept that Louisburg defense on their toes. Coach Cook, he just said it in the interview. Yeah. We just said it. I'm going to say it again because it's a true statement of playoff football. Playing the best football at the right time and staying healthy.
That's it.
That's what it's all about. Now, Daryl, my next road win team, you know I had to give it to him.
Oh,
I got to play. This is my week to come back and let them know that I am back. It's only one time out the year I pick against them when they play the other team. The other team, I got to pick the other team. But my heart goes back to the Southwest Edgecombe, my favorite Cougar. Got to give a shout out to the Gorham family, all my friends down there, the Hines family, Shaquina who watched the grit and grind, her son that watched the grit and grind. I doubted my Cougars. No, I didn't doubt my Cougars. I doubted my Cougars. So you weren't going to pick them anyway.
I was picking.
I got to apologize to the fans, Southwest Edgecombe, all the great and fine people of the town of Pine Tops, North Carolina, Macclesville, and all that little pocket down there. I doubted y'all, and guess what you did? I gave you motivation. Because you went in the Bunn, and you know what? I knew you were going to win, Southwest. I knew it. But I just wanted to give you just a little bit more push to go in the Bunn and get a good win. Tough place to play at, Bunn, North Carolina. Tough place to get a win at. Congratulations to Southwest Edgecombe. Going in on the road, beating Bunn, and coming back to survive to round 3. Daryl, those were our road warriors, the Roseville Rams, the Farmville Central Jags, the Southwest Edgecombe Cougars. Those were our road warriors of the week this week. And like we said, it's all about surviving to get to the next round. All 3 of these teams did exactly what they had to do, show grit and grind to get to round 3. We're getting ready to get into a commercial break. And then we're going to be coming to talk about 3 of the hottest games right here in the ENC on the Grit and Grind. You're watching the Grit and Grind on Studio 67.
Eyes forward. Don't drive distracted.
Welcome back to the Grit and Grind. And you just saw my favorite commercial. It says don't text and drive, but you know the motto. You know the motto on the Grit and Grind. Don't watch the Grit and Grind and drive. Just download that audio version, Spotify or either on Amazon. Download that audio version of the Grit and Grind. Daryl, the marquee games of the week this week are some big games right here in the ENC. In all classifications, it was so many.
Yeah, definitely so many.
That if we would have went with maybe 4 more, we may be here to 8 o'clock tonight.
That's it.
About it. We wanted to make sure we get y'all out of here on good time so you can get back to practice, get back to watching film. Because right now you're taking a break from practice, watching film to watch the Grit and Grind. Our first one, Daryl, is the 7-4 John A. Holmes or the Edenton Aces versus the 10-1 North Duplin Rebels out of North Duplin. Big time game right here, Daryl.
Big time game.
Big one on deck in the ENC. North Duplin is one of those teams always in the playoffs. Edenton Aces, John A. Holmes if you're new school.
Yeah.
Edenton Aces if you like me and Daryl, old school.
Old school. And again,
big game.
Yeah, big time game. And this is a fan's pick right here.
Yes, got to give a shout out to my boy.
Yeah, fan pick. And so I talk about North Duplin.
Yes, sir. On the road team this week. So I'm going to tell you about the Edenton Aces because we got to come out of Edenton, North Carolina, over here on the Outer Banks side of North Carolina, right before you get to the Outer Banks. Great little town right there, great little city. Stop by Edenton, check them out. But this is a good school right here. 2 proud programs there that play 2 different styles of football on Friday night under the lights. So definitely watch this. But Edenton Aces had a great season. They started off 0-5. But then they went 5-0 in conference play. Lost the first 4 games. Started off 0-4. Then they won the next 5. 2 real close ones, blowouts on the other ones. But then each has been on a 7-game win streak. This 7-game win streak won them the conference title, won them 2 playoff games, and now they're in round 3. But I'm going to just go ahead and tell you about Edenton. It isn't about Downings and DJ Sutton, all these standout players they got on the team. But these are the keys to victory for Edenton when I watch Edenton play football. win at the line of scrimmage. Make North Duplin go second and 7, second and 8.
They got a good running back.
They got a good running back. North Duplin likes to run that wing T offense. That's one of my favorite offenses. I ran that when I was calling offensive plays myself. Had success coaching that wing T offense. You got to make the quarterback of North Duplin force it up the middle of that wing T.
That's it.
That's the key to the wing T. Because they get to the outside backs, touchdown. It's all pretty much open jet sweep play. The DBs are going to have to step up for the Edenton Aces.
Oh, they
because you're going to have to be able to stop that play if they get on the outside on that jet sweep. And Daryl, the last thing I'm going to say for the Edenton Aces is guess what, Daryl?
What's that?
Start fast.
Yeah, you're going to have to.
Don't be a team chaser, because team chasers don't win in the playoffs.
Not against this
team.
They
may win in the season if you get down 14 points and you go on a boat race to 50 and you jump ahead. But in the playoffs right now, round 3, team chasers don't win.
Yep, definitely don't win. And
that's my keys to victory, Daryl.
And for North Duplin, like you said, they're coming in 10-1. Last year they made it to the 3rd round of the playoffs, lost to Lakewood 26-20.
Right.
A game they could have won. They was up at halftime, 14-12, but wasn't able to score in the 3rd quarter, and Lakewood was able to come out with a win. And again, this year, the only loss they had was Lakewood.
That was it.
26-22.
They're a good team.
This is a good team. They beat some good teams. East Bladen, 15-14. Rosewood, 39-19. Again, that key player, that running back that we just talked about,
That's
Phillips, number 21, 1,900 yards rushing for the season.
That's what North Duplin do with that wing T. It's hard to defend. I coached it, and I played defense against it.
When I say 1,900 yards rushing,
that's a lot. I'm going to tell you what you got to do, Darryl.
What's that?
In that wing T, listen to me, Edenton Aces, you got to hit everybody.
Everybody.
You got to hit everybody in the backfield.
So again, North Duplin, that's their running game. He had over 5 touchdowns against Columbus in that game. So the keys to win for North Duplin, run the ball. Continue to do what you've been doing. Run the ball. You got other running backs like Pope, Carter, Stevens. Those guys have been playing great for them.
No reason to reinvent the wheel, right?
No reason to
no reason to reinvent the wheel to run the ball.
Good defense, and then stop the run.
Yes.
Defense-wise, they got good guys like Warren, Kelly, Lee, have been playing great defense for them. So that's my keys for this win. We got to pick on this game.
We do, because if I'm Edenton, I'm going to say this before we jump out next game, Daryl. Don't let North Duplin decide this game. You go out there and decide it. They want to play a grind game and run the ball.
That's it.
But you know, if you're the Aces, you know what you want to do this North Duplin game on the road?
What's that?
You want to say we playing a statement game to be the Road Warriors next week on the Grit and Grind.
Okay.
This is our statement game to make our bid to be the Grit and Grind Road Warriors.
Well, it's a big time game for them.
Big time task. Daryl, our next game is we're going to run it back. 7-4 Southern Nash versus 9-2 Hunt High School in Warrior
We're going to do
Stadium.
this one more time.
Let's run it back. Let's run it back.
Been said.
A lot's been said about this game.
Yeah.
So it's time to run it back. But before we even break this game down, let's go back and look at what happened on October the 10th when both of these teams met in the season game. Daryl, I'm telling you, this was a good game.
This was a good game right here.
This was a good game.
And as you see right there, Shawn, number 24 for Southern Hunt, Jones scoring. And that's pretty much how this game went.
Yes.
For the most part, it was back and forth.
Back and forth, all the way.
Yeah, all the way. And it was one of those games that came down to just defense.
It did.
Who could make a stop when they needed to.
And it felt like at halftime, Hunt got a whole different set of plays.
Right.
And said, we're going to open up the field a little bit more. And we're going to throw some passing in there.
Yep.
And it caught Southern Nash off because I go back to the one big play that Hunt had on that 3rd and 12 around about the 45-yard line. Everybody in the stadium felt like this was getting ready to be a Hunt punt.
Right.
I mean, 3rd and 12.
Yeah.
You're on your 40-something. But Mez Harris was able to scramble and connect with the slot receiver in the middle of the field that was wide open to check it down for a first down to keep the chains moving.
And Southern was able to stay in this game. I mean, that was Hartfield right there running in for a touchdown. And so, again, this game, like you said, running it back.
It's what it is, running it
back.
back.
There's a lot of things that has been said.
It is.
about this game.
It was, and I'm going to tell you, if I'm the Firebirds, this is what I'm going to do right here, Daryl. You know all there is to know about football. So guess what, Daryl?
Yeah.
It's no reason for Shawn on the grit and grind to go down that road with you guys. Y'all know about football.
Right.
So I don't need to teach you football. You know it. But the key thing in this game right here to me, Daryl, is defense.
Okay.
Southern Nash is going to have to get back to playing defense, and they're going to have to rely on that heavy run offense they love to do to control that clock. Because that's what happened in the past game. They weren't able to control the clock. And you're going to have to play speed, power, discipline, and explosiveness on the defense. Fast getting to the ball because Hunt can do stuff. They can move without the ball.
Can move the ball.
The keys to victory for me, Daryl, with this game right here is guess what? Defense. Don't get into a barn burner. Keep it simple. Smart, mistake-free football. Establish that Southern Nash identity.
Okay.
Control the field and make Hunt go the distance and have long drives.
All right.
You got to have long drives.
You definitely got to have them long drives.
And then I'm going to say this right here, Daryl. Play Firebird football. And you know what Firebird football is? Physical, fast, and relentless football. If the Firebirds can do that, they may could get ourselves a chance.
Yeah. And if I'm Hunt, the keys to winning this game.
Okay.
I'm going to start off with this right here.
Yes, sir.
STR. Stop the run. Stop the run.
I thought you were going to say STP like, oh.
I'm about to say STP, but STR, stop the run.
Yes.
Because Southern Nash got two good running backs,
like
Luke Faulkner and Hartsfield, and those guys have been playing great football for Southern Nash this season. You know, they was hurt here and there.
That's right.
But now they're healthy, 100%. They're ready to go. So you're going to get the best version of this Southern Nash team come Friday night. So
a hungry Southern Nash team.
Yeah, a hungry. So if you're Hunt, you got to be ready to play. Ready to play defense. Because Southern Nash is going to run the ball.
Yes.
They saying, we're going to run the ball, we going to hit this hole, and we letting you know we're going to hit this hole. And you got to stop us. And if you're Hunt, you got to bring that intensity, and you got to be ready to come with it. And then on the offensive side of the ball, just continue to do what you've been doing.
Yes.
Fast pace, get the ball down the field.
Yes.
Get it to your playmakers, make plays. You got good running backs in Jones. You got Harris at quarterback and running the ball. So you got some good wide receiver core and Chadwick, Howell, Bell. Those guys have been showing up for you all season long.
Yes.
And then on that defensive side of the ball with CJ, Howard, Thomas, James, Jay Harris, those guys have been playing great defense for them.
They have.
Bend, don't break attitude.
Yes, sir.
Again, all I'm going to say again, stop the run.
No, give me the acronym. I like the acronym.
STR. Stop the run if you're Hunt. But we got picks on this.
We got picks on this, but Hunt's been preparing all week for this game. And let's go hear from Mr. C.J. Dickerson, defensive tackle in the Grit and Grind Players Corner, right here for the playoff edition. Let's go hear from C.J. Welcome to the Grit and Grinds Player Corner this week. We have with us junior defensive tackle C.J. Dickerson from Hunt High School. C.J., welcome to the Grit and Grinds Playoff Edition Players Corner this week.
Yes, sir. Glad to be here. Appreciate y'all for having me.
Yes, sir. CJ, great year that Hunt is having as a team. Great year you're having this year on that defensive line for Hunt. It doesn't the week go by that we don't see your name in the newspaper, over social media, of the things you're doing for that defensive front for Hunt. But just tell me, CJ, when you're not studying film, in class doing classwork, practicing on the football field for Coach Juan, what do you like to do outside of school and football?
What I like to do outside of school and football, I really be chilling.
Okay.
I like to go shopping, spend money sometimes, Yeah. Play the game and really just spend time with my family. That's all.
And CJ, what I want to ask you is, last week you had an interception in the game, and for a defensive tackle, that's something that y'all dream about, is getting that interception, running back. How did you feel when you caught the ball and knew that you had it and you could make the touchdown?
I was on top of the world. I was so happy. I wanted to score, but I ain't tripping about it. But yeah, it was a great feeling though, for sure.
CJ, off that interception you had last week, I got to give my boy a shout out. Coach Bob, my cousin, who said he saw it and he played D-line also. He said, so he always loved when the D-lineman get an interception. He said, just make him feel good to let people know the D-lineman, we just don't tackle. We got good hands too, right?
For sure. Certified hands, for sure.
Yes, CJ, like we said, Hunt's having a great season. You're part of that reason why they're having a good season on that deep line. Just the coming up game you guys got with Southern Nash, what's some of the things you're going to do this week to eventually get prepared for a big game in the playoffs to continue Hunt's season on to round 4 of the playoffs?
We really not going to let the game that we had with them before affect us. We're not going to like that was a game because it's a whole new season for a playoff. So none of that matters. Stats going to be higher. We can go home. They can go home. You know they're going to try to take us on because we beat them before. So we're just going to stay disciplined and play our football.
CJ, we truly enjoy having you stop by the Grit and Ground Players Corner this week. Talk about the upcoming playoff game that you will be playing in against Southern Nash. Best of luck to you and the entire Hunt High School team on Friday night. And we'll be trying to stop by there Friday night and check out that Hunt Southern Nash game. Thank you for stopping by.
Yes, sir. Appreciate y'all.
Daryl, we just heard from CJ Dixon, defensive tackle junior at Hunt High School. He's getting ready this week for one of the biggest games in the program of Hunt. It's been a long time since the Warriors have been in round 3. They're looking to get to round 4, just like the Firebirds looking to get to round 4. Big game for both of them, both of these programs, Daryl.
Big time game.
I can't wait to see what happens on Friday night and unfolds before the lights. Now, Daryl, it's time to go to the Grit and Grind.
Prime time.
Game of the week right here. It feels like when both of these teams get together,
I tell you,
it's playoff season.
Woo. And the last time these two teams got together was back in what, 2023?
23 and then 22.
Yeah.
Back to back. Both of these teams, Daryl, have played in the past 3 state championships in the past 4 years.
Yeah.
2 for 71st, 1 for Northern Nash. So both of these teams are doing great, and they have a winning pedigree and heritage that knows how to get state championships. But, Daryl, if you're 71st, you got to come and leave that land of 71st.
Yep.
Leave the band. No, they're going to bring the band.
Yeah.
They ain't going to leave the band behind. You got to bring all that with you down to Northern Nash and take this road ride. And they done this, but the last time they came to North, they were unsuccessful. Tell me what 71st needs to do in this game.
Well, in this game, like you said, Shawn, the last time they met was in 2023.
Yes.
And 71st was able to come out with a win, 50-36, to get them to the state championship game. Last week, they beat South Johnson and won 23-3.
Big game.
But the key to winning this game, I'm going to just say what it was last week. We broke this down. It was a marquee game for us last week. I'm going to pretty much say the same thing. Slow down the run. You got Edenton on the other side for Northern Nash that is running all over the field.
Yes.
That's what you got to do. As on that defensive side of the ball, you got to stop the run. And then from there, just play 71st football.
That's
hard, physical, up front,
that's
defense.
how they play. That's how they play.
Offensive side, you fast. You got 2 good running backs in Pond and Franklin that can get the ball in the end zone. So continue to do what you've been doing all season long and just play your game. And if 71st can do that, there's a good chance they can come out with a win. But they got to match that intensity because you're playing at Northern Nash.
That's right.
And
you're on the road.
You're on the road. And like you said, what, Death Valley?
That's what they call it.
And that is a hard place to get a win. So just be ready to play some real football when you come down to Northern Nash this week.
You got to be ready because Northern Nash is going to be in this game ready to roll, Daryl. And, I mean, we talked about these Northern Nash kids on this show every week. So you know who they are. You know those players from Northern Nash. And if you have not known them, go back and watch some of the previous episodes. They come right back to this one, pick up where we're at right now, and continue watching. But, Daryl, this 71st team is a good team. I'm not going to sit here and say they're not. They are the excellence of execution when it comes to football. They just do things right. But this Northern Nash team, they are a good team, too.
Yeah.
They are the excellence of execution when it comes to playing football. They just do everything right. But the good thing about this game, if you're Northern Nash, guess what?
What's that?
You don't have to take the hour-and-a-half bus ride to Fayetteville and go through that mental preparation of we're going to 71st, tough place to play in. We know it's loud. Last time we were there, we didn't win. So if you're Northern, you get to host this game and you get to get yourself prepared all afternoon when the school is over with, sitting in the locker room saying, they got to come to us.
Right.
Coach, I'm ready to play, Coach. Yeah. You get to get yourself pumped up. But the keys to victory for this game right here, Daryl, is guess what? I watched 71st, watched a lot of their footage this week.
Yeah.
Make them go to a throwing game. Take the run out and make them throw the ball. If they can do that, could be something different. Second thing, don't get beat on 3rd and longs.
Right.
We saw that in the Rose game with Northern Nash. There a couple 3rd and longs, Rose were able to convert first downs. Don't let Sean Pone and Franklin get going. They like to break for those big runs and convert those 3rd downs. Maintain the outside leverage. Don't get beat on the outside on those jet sweeps. A balanced attack in the game, which Northern does well at. And then the key thing for Northern right here, Darryl,
What's
when
that?
I watch 71st, get off the field on third down on defense.
Man, that's a hard thing to do.
Get off the
71st.
field. Third and short or third and 12, third and 8, get off the field and get the ball back in your offense. If you can do that, you can give yourself a chance to win a very, very good playoff win getting to round 4. I got to pick, Darryl.
Yep, got to pick on this.
But we got to save it
Yep.
for the quick pick 7. Those were this week's Grit and Grind round 3 marquee games of the week and our Grit and Grind primetime game of the week right here on the Grit and Grind. You're watching the Grit and Grind on Studio 67. We're going to a commercial break and then we'll be back to give you our round 3 picks on the Grit and Grind.
You're watching Grit and Grind on Studio 67.
Nash Community College offers welding technology as a degree, diploma, or certificate. In this 5-semester program, students learn how to draw and read blueprints, the welding process, and welding safety. Students develop and master their skills in the classroom environments and real-world situations in NCC welding shops. With this degree or certificate, students can work as welders in a variety of fields such as construction, fabrication, and industrial maintenance. Most NCC graduates start out as entry-level technicians or welding apprentices working within the community. For more information on welding at Nash Community College, visit nashcc.edu or call 252-451-8270.
Welcome back to the Grit and Grind. It's time for our round 3 playoff picks. But before we make our picks right here, we got one thing. Hey, I saw you over here warming up.
What's
on.
it? Oh,
I saw you taking a snap.
Coach
Malone, he said put him in the game, Coach.
Don't
He said put him in the game, Coach.
You saw that frame.
I see that lefty right there.
Back.
Yes, sir. He was getting ready, y'all. During the commercial break, y'all should have seen him. He was calling the plays, everything. Get ready to
get on that field.
If you need him, bring him a set of pads of the jersey. He'll be ready to play.
Yeah, I got 1 year left.
Well, I got 1 year left in me. Well, Darryl, it's time for our round 3 picks, but you know, just for the people, they want to see it.
No, they don't. They don't want to see. They don't want
They
to
wanna
see
see it
that.
one
No,
more
they
time.
don't. People,
Let's just see how we did last,
don't.
just for the season.
Y'all already seen this. Why do we keep going back to this
Because we
here?
must go back to show that
We know what happened.
You know, I'm going to go ahead and say it like this. I'm like Tarboro when it comes to picks. I'm just dominating. 2 years back-to-back dominating. I'm dominating these picks. Our first game, Darryl, will be the one that I cannot wait for. 3-8 East Columbus taking a 6.5-hour flag on the play.
Say what?
6.5-hour bus ride.
One way.
To play one way. You go drive there, you gonna leave at 9 in the morning.
I'm gonna say you leaving at 9 o'clock.
You driving to Robinsonville, that's on the other side of Waynesville up there in the mountains, to play 8-3 Robinsonville Scarlet Black Knights in Robinsonville. I've been to Robinsonville Stadium when I got a chance to go up to the mountains. Everybody, when I stopped there, said you gotta go by there. It is a beautiful stadium tucked in the valley, nice lit, crowd rocking, everything.
6 hours.
6.5 hours.
Yeah, they ain't worth all that now.
You got to play football. Well, you know how to go to make
Yeah.
a stop. I'm making a stop. That's why I can't do that.
All right. I guess I got Robinsonville then.
I got to take Robinsonville. East Columbus.
You
On bus ride up.
6 hours.
On bus ride back. Our next game, Darryl, 75 Farmville Central going to Martin County to play 8-3 Martin County.
This is going to be a big time game.
Got to go to the swamp to play the
gotta
Gators in Martin County.
Yeah. We saw Farmville Central up front last week. They got a good team.
They got a good quarterback.
Good quarterback.
Got a good defense.
Yeah.
And they like to score points.
Yeah. Give me Farmville Central.
I'm taking Farmville Central on this one. I think they get to round 4. Our next game, Darryl, would be 8-4 Kinston versus 8-3 Pasquotank County. The Vikings of Kinston.
Pasquotank
County, boy.
Pasquotank County, okay.
The Vikings of Kinston had to go and win a hard game to get here.
Ooh.
Do they continue that season of football? Or do I get to ask my favorite question next week?
What's that?
Are they playing basketball in Kinston?
I'm going to give them one more week. I'm going Kinston.
They ain't playing no basketball yet in Kinston. Kinston for the win right here. Kinston Vikings got a good wide receiver, good quarterback. They doing making some noise in these playoffs. 7-4 Hobbiton versus 11-0 Tarboro. Tarboro with another challenge, but they're coming to Valhalla, the land of the champs. They're going to walk by, see all the conference championships, all the state championships. They're going to come in on 64, and they're going to see the sign that says 9 state championships and counting. Does the intimidation factor kick in on the Hobbiton Warriors, or do the Wildcats and Hobbiton guess what they say? Guess what, Tarboro? You left the light on, but we going to cut it off on the way out. Do they throw the switch and cut the light off? Or do
I'm going Tarboro.
Yes, you got that right.
I'm going to go Tarboro.
That light's like an LED. It don't never go out. Right, it's an LED light bulb. It never go out, Tarboro.
All right, let's go.
You see that, Tarboro fans? Y'all see we talk about Tarboro, he get to the next game. Our next game there.
Here we go.
East Carnage versus Warren County.
Warren County.
Hottest team in two-way football right now, playing some of the best football. VJ and his crew over there, the staff at Warren County, have these young men playing great football. Do they continue their season and get to round 4? Does East Carteret say, no more Warren County? You were the hot team, but we come to put that fire out.
I'm going to go Warren County. I think, like you said, Coach Veer's got the guys playing good football. Good defense, playoff player.
Yes, sir. Player spotlight.
Yeah, spotlight. So, yeah, give me Warren County on this.
I got to go Warren County. I got to stick with the hottest team in two-way football. Our next one, Daryl. My favorite Cougar, Southwest Edgecombe. Versus 9-2 East Duplin.
What? Now, last week, Southwest was playing Bunn.
Yeah, it worked.
And you jumped with Bunn.
I did.
Your favorite Cougar.
My favorite Cougar.
And you went with Bunn.
I went with Bunn.
Now, they playing East Duplin.
That's a good team.
That's what I'm saying.
That's a good team.
I'm going East Duplin.
My favorite Cougar for the upset. Southwest gets to round 4. They shot East Duplin. They get to round 4.
Okay.
That's the upset, y'all. That's not a prediction, ladies and gentlemen. That's a spoiler.
Upset pick. Okay.
That's a spoiler right there. Next game there, Rocky Mount. I said South Granville was going to come here and beat Rocky Mount. That was my upset last week, and I was totally wrong. But I told you, the Griffons would win this game, but I thought that match from South Granville Vikings would continue on. Now they got to run up to Guilford, kind of play Northeast Guilford.
It's going to be a tough game for Rocky Mount.
Tough game.
I'm going to go Rocky Mount. This is my upset pick. I'm going Rocky Mount on this one.
I'm taking Rocky Mount to win this game. Rocky Mount playing good football. They get to round 4. Our next game, Daryl. D.H. Conley versus Clayton, the COMETS. Do the Comets continue their dominance, or do D.H. Conley roll in here and get a good win? The Vikings and D.H. Conley play good football.
I'm going D.H. Conley.
Whoa!
Yeah, I'm going D.H. Conley on this.
Upset. That's an upset right there.
That's an upset. That's my upset pick.
Hey, Brian, tell him. Ain't no upsets happening C-Town this week. Give me Clay. Tell him, Brian, give me Clay. Drop that in the comment box, Brian. Give me Clay for the win. No upsets C-Town this week. Southeast Raleigh versus Cleveland. Now, this is a good game. We saw this game.
Well, I'm saying we was at this game. Could have went either way.
There was
points there that Southeast was leading, and they could have turned it. Again, I still think Southeast Raleigh can win this game. I'm going to go Southeast Raleigh on this.
I want to go Southeast because we watched them play a great first half.
Yeah.
Great first half. But it's in Cleveland. I'm going to take the Rams only because it's in Cleveland. If it was a bad Southeast, I'd go Southeast. It's taking Cleveland on this one. Roseville Rams going down to play the Vikings of Hogarth. Got it right this time.
Yeah, you got it right. All right.
Hogarth going down to play the Vikings.
This is a big-time challenge for Roseville. They had a good game last week against Apex Friendship.
They did.
Had to win in overtime. But like you said, win and survive.
That's all it's all about. It ain't about how many points you put on the board. You just want to win.
You just want to win and go to the next round.
Do they go to Hogarth and get the win, Daryl?
It's going to be tough. It is going to be tough. But I'm going to hang with Coach Rack. I'm going Roseville.
They beat Hogarth last year, and I think Coach Rack and Roseville can do it again. Roseville's playing good football at the right time.
That's it.
Roseville Rams for the win. Our next game, there, Jordan Falcons, a big game.
Big
Another one that could
game
have been
in
our
the
marquee
area.
game. We just did not have enough time. Jordan Falcons versus the Millbrook Wildcats. Both teams undefeated. Somebody's perfect season comes to an end, and somebody's perfect season continues.
And you hate to see it in the third round.
You do.
With both of these good teams right here. But I'm going to go Millbrook. I think Millbrook's got a great defense.
They do.
And I know Jordan can throw the ball all over the field.
They can.
And I don't know if Millbrook's seen a team like that this year so far. But I think Millbrook defense is going to be able to hold them down, so I'm going to go Millbrook.
I'm going to go Millbrook for the win on this, but don't take this Jordan team lightly. They can throw the ball, they can run the ball, but Millbrook has a great defense that we got to see up close in that Roseville game. Our next game, Daryl, Miles Park versus West Charlotte. West Charlotte, a 2 seed over here. Miles Park is a 3 seed. 1-2 versus 3.
Yeah.
Right there when you get that game.
I'm going to go Miles Park.
I'm going Miles Park. This is the upset.
Yep.
That's going to shock everybody on Friday night when they look at the scores. This is the upset game right here. Havelock versus Crowton right here, Daryl. One of these teams will be playing the winner of our Marquee game. So it's a wild card pick. We decided to throw it in this week. Haven't had a wild card pick in a while. Havelock Rams. We know all about them. We've been down there.
Yeah, been down there.
We know everything about Havelock.
Seeing what they can do. Give me Crowton for the win.
I'm going Crowton to win this game. I'm going Crowton. Sorry, Havelock. Y'all have turned things around from how you started, but it is this week. Wilson Prep versus Kilt Pride. Biggest game in 1A football
this is the biggest
in the East
game
right here.
And Kent Pride came and beat a good Warren County
Good Warren County team, won their conference.
Yep.
Wilson Prep won their conference, had a tough non-conference schedule. That's why the record says 6-5.
But
here we go.
I'm going to go Kent Pride.
Whoa!
I'm going to go Kent Pride on this.
You go Kent Pride?
I'm going to have to go Kent Pride. I think Kent Pride's got a little bit something to prove.
They do.
They're 11-0, and I don't think they're ready to stop the season.
Well, guess what?
What you got?
You can go Kill Pride,
but
I'm not going to go with the Kill Pride because I'm going to go with the original Pride, and that's Tiger Pride.
Okay.
Give me WPA for the win right there. Give me a good Tiger Pride, WPA. Our next game, Daryl, Edenton versus North Duplin, our Marquee game. The John A. Holmes, if you're old school like us, Edenton Aces versus North Duplin in Mount Olive, in Rebel Country right there. North Duplin Rebel.
Yeah, North Duplin, like I said, you got a running back that's got over 1,900 yards rushing. Again, 5 touchdowns against Columbus.
Yes, sir.
259 yards in that game. So I'm going North Duplin.
Edenton, I want to see you shock the world and be the Road Warriors next week, but I just don't think. This North Duplin team is battle-tested. They win it every year. They know about the playoffs. It's just their time. Edenton's one of those teams that always get to the playoffs, but they just ran against the brick wall with North Duplin this week. Now, Daryl, it's time for the North Carolina Independent School Athletic Association 8-man football state championship on Friday night. The 11-1 Cary Christian versus the Arndale Academy. Somebody be crowned a state champion in North Carolina Independent School Athletic Association.
Give me Arndale.
You going Arndale Park?
Yeah, Academy.
You going with the Academy?
I'm going with the Patriots.
Go ahead and go with the Patriots. I'm going with the Cary Christian Knights. Give me Cary Christian to win the 8-man football state championship. Now our next one down is the North Carolina Independent School Athletic Association 11-man state championship. 7-5 Charlotte Catholic School versus 12-0 Providence Day. Providence Day, we know all about it.
Yeah, we know about that.
Give
me Providence Day.
Give me Providence Day.
Yeah, I think they're going to take care of business on
Yes,
this
sir.
game.
Now, Daryl, it's time for our Marquee game. Me and Daryl will be at this game right here on Friday night. We will be getting there either in the first, second, third, fourth quarter, so be looking out for us to get there. So we'll definitely come there, so we won't be making a pick on this game because we cover both of these teams and we'll be there. But make your pick in the comment box. Now it's time for Grit and Grind.
Prime time.
Game of the week, just as we stayed for our Marquee game, 71st and Northern Dash. We will be there. We cover both of these teams, so we won't make a pick for this game because we'll be there in the first, second, third, or fourth quarter. We don't know which quarter will be there, but the Grit and Grind will be there. The Grit may be there, and the Grind may be in Wilson. Or the Grind may be here, and the Grit may be in Wilson.
You don't know. I might be on the field throwing the football.
I'm telling you.
I still got it.
Coach Valorn, Coach Fern.
I got one season, 1 year left in me.
Coach Bachelor.
Come on.
This man want to suit up one last time. Let him put the pads on and go do a scrimmage. Let him come to practice. Let him go to a practice, do a scrimmage practice, get the scout team. Let him do something scout team. Because he want to suit up one more time.
Just one more time.
We won't make a pick on that game, either our Grit and Grind primetime game, but we tell you to drop your pick also in the comment box who you think will win the Grit and Grind primetime game. Daryl. We got a lot of good games to go to.
A lot of good games. We're going to be rolling Friday night.
Yes, sir. Round 3 is a good week. But guess what, Grit and Grind fans? If you don't see your helmet on the Grit and Grind set and you want to be just like Farmville Central and Coach Cook, who donated their helmet this week to be a part of the Grit and Grind coverage family, which we appreciate Farmville Central and the whole entire town and community of Farmville, then you can reach out to Grit and Grind Podcast NC and have your helmet on our show because we'll cover your team. As we say every week, the Grit and Grind is live from coast to coast from post to post.
Post.
From Manio to Murphy, the Grit and Grind will cover you. Also, stop by Studio 67 NCC, YouTube, and Instagram. On that Instagram, you can keep up with everything going on, Studio 67. And for this show, give us the thumbs up. We need 14. We've been hitting that 14. Let's go 15. Because we hit 14 past
we're going 20.
20.
Yeah,
let's go 20. Give us 20 thumbs up.
14.
We need 20 people watching right now. They hit the thumbs up, and then 20 more watch on the recap of it when it's going on live demand, where you can watch on demand. Give us a thumbs up. We need 20 people to give us a thumbs up. Also, subscribe to Studio 67 NCC so you can keep up with everything going on at Studio 67 NCC. Now, Daryl.
Yeah.
You driving in that car.
We talk about it every week.
We talk about my coach. What's my coach Louisburg? I can't call today.
Coach Lassie.
Not Coach Lassie, but Coach. Coach Perry.
Yeah.
You're driving in the car, and you know what you're doing.
What's that?
You're heading to any one of these games for round 3. As we just said, don't text and drive. Don't watch the Grit and Grind drive.
Don't do it.
All you got to do is go on Spotify, Amazon Music, and search Studio 67 and download the audio version of the Grit and Grind, and you get the same show, the same energy, everything right here in the audio version. Because if you don't know, the Grit and Grind is the hottest and best high school football show in North Carolina. Daryl.
That's what I heard.
We getting ready to head out to this game on Friday night.
Yep.
I cannot wait to be at all these games. I'm going to try to be everywhere Friday night.
Yeah.
You don't know.
You never know. We will show up at South Granville.
You got that right. We'll show up.
You won't never know.
I may go to Mount Olive. I may try to get to Mount Olive. I don't know where I may be. I may be at Tarboro. I don't know where I'm going. But Darren, before we leave and head out these games on Friday, there's only one last question I got to ask you before we head to round 3.
What's that?
Do you have the grit?
And do you have the grind?
And we'll see you next week for round 4 right here on Studio 67 NCC for the Grit and Grind.
Put me in, Coach.